Now what is this?
I have anxiety. This is terrible.
What did you think was gonna happen? All right, people, let's get into it. I am Garrett, and I'm one of those people that believes that you should do anything for the shot. That said, I think that this video is going to put that to the test, because today we're looking at shitty rigs. Probably gonna have a panic attack watching this, but let's just dive right in.
Very nice rig.
What are we doing? No. They're gonna go out and drive with that thing.
Okay.
Oh no. Okay, so we have an Airy Mini, very expensive camera, sitting on a nice Sockler tripod, and they have just engineered some sort of pulley system with ropes to where when they're driving, they have pan control of the camera. I'm just like imagining what their insurance company looks like is watching this footage. Like, I'm sorry, you did what now? I do have issue with this. Oh no, oh no. Oh, but those two dudes are just sitting there holding it. Why are those dudes in suits? So it looks like we have a boom pole for a mic that instead of being used for a mic, they've attached a camera to the end of it, somehow attached a rope to either the end of the pole or to the camera, and then there's two dudes wearing suits. I don't know about the suits, but then they're holding up a backdrop stand. What happens if the knot isn't tied tight? We're concussing the model. The model is going to, instead of being fake asleep, real asleep for God knows how long. Don't do things that are going to put other people at risk. Oh my, I still don't understand the suits. The suits, I still don't understand that. Now what is this? That's too much rope. Like what? That's a light stand on its side. Go back, what is this? They're using ropes on the battery plate to hold this thing up, in addition to kind of like the front of the camera nestled between the SDI cords. Oh my God. And then when you zoom out, I don't even know what the big ropes are doing. I don't know what how that's helping. But if you look over here on the right, you'll see the bottom of the light stand. This is a rolling stand that they're using like a barbecue spit. What are we? Oh no. Guys, do you see how this dude is strapped in here? Wait, okay, hold on here. So there's planks that are in the car, apple boxes strapped to the planks, a dude strapped to the apple boxes. Okay, so then the camera is strapped onto the tailgate of the car. That's a lot of straps, but dude, you're in a moving vehicle. Why do you have to be there? It would be safer if you strapped the camera in and then you just hopped off.
Cheese ball.
Cheese balls? And then there's a light change and haze. Oh man, can you imagine having to reset that shot? Like, okay, good, great take. Let's get another one. Let's sweep up all the cheese balls, climb up the ladder, pour them all back into the buckets. We're gonna run this again. What is this for? We have 4 buckets of cheese balls that get dumped out. That's just a 2x4 and a pole and a gaff tape. Too much gaff tape. If you need that much gaff tape, you're not doing it right. Then there's a light shift and haze. What is this for? If you know what the final product is for this, or like what the end video was, please tag it below. I need to know why this exists. Okay, this dude's rock climbing with a tripod. Is that a Oh, that's a GoPro on the tripod, and it's taped to him. So it's gotta be looking down at him. But you're gonna just see tape. You're just gonna see tape on him. That's not even gonna look cool. I feel like this whole video is just me yelling like an angry parent, but like not at my kids, like I'm yelling at other people's kids about how like upset I am about whatever it is that they're doing. Oh, no. Oh my God, I was expecting something terrible to happen. Okay, so they got the shot, obviously. That's an Airy on there. That's like $70,000 to $100,000 in gear. And if you look, like the tripod legs are like right at the edge of the table. I mean, this dude's face says it all. Oh my God, no, okay, yeah, no, nope, moving on. Oh no. No! Guys, look, we can get, be smart, okay? Getting on the roof of a car while holding a camera, like you can't even hold yourself on. How is he holding on? He's not, he's literally not, he's not holding on. Don't do that, okay? That shot is not worth it at all. Oh my God. Okay, so the guy running with the short shorts is the focus puller. How are you even pulling focus while running dead sprint like that? There's no way you're pulling accurate focus. Oh, that's kind of genius, actually. I mean, my only concern with that setup would be like, what's stopping it at the end and how smooth is it going to kind of come to a finish, or like, so it doesn't destroy your camera. But like, that one's actually, that's a pretty good idea if you don't have a cable cam. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Woo. Oh. Okay, so intrinsically, the problem with sand, obviously, is that things like slowly will work their way in. Like, did he like lost almost an entire step? Yeah, like half his step goes away from the beginning to the end of this thing. Guys, water is just so dangerous with your gear. Like, I know I preface this with like, do anything for the shot, but like already I'm just stressed. 1, 2. Slow motion's never good. It's an IKEA table. Was it intentional to dip like that? The camera here is on what's called a hi-hat. A hi-hat is basically just a tripod head with a very small tripod. Usually it's just kind of like a solid metal piece that's screwed into a board. And you can kind of see the board here kind of coming off the side of this little IKEA table, and then it's just held on with clamps. This just seems like a recipe for, again, ditching a thousands and thousands of dollars of gear. I hate it. I already hate it. Okay, so they're using a super crank. Oh, okay. So this is fine. They're just so that big stand is a super crank stand, and that's for like big giant heavy lights. And instead of that, they've rigged a camera onto it, and they're using it as a pneumatic boom. This is where you would use something like a Fisher dolly, which has a pneumatic boom pedestal on it. That's fine. I mean, I guess it's kind of precarious that you're just using a gobo for the camera, so the camera's kind of hanging off of that arm off the side of that, but like all of that's made to carry a lot of heavy weight. Self-made 360 rig. Is that a stick? Oh, he's standing on a thing. No, that's a... Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so he's standing on some sort of platform that this arm thing is attached to, and it's just moving around. That's awesome. Why is that bad? I think that's cool. I want one of these. How do I get one of those?
Poorest performance.
Okay, so he's cut a cookie.
There.
Put it in front of a 5K or a 2K. Oh, is this to simulate lightning? Okay, this happens all the time. This is nothing new or weird. So they have a Mole Richardson light, which is kind of like a big HMI, super intense, bright sunlight type stuff. And then in front of it, they've cut a cardboard ring, kind of like in the shape of a Pac-Man, and this dude's manually operating it. Like, that's very standard. That's very normal. Okay, this is fine. Again, this is okay, so we have... God, I got sweaty on the last one. All right, so we have a track dolly. That's fine. We have apple boxes on the track dolly, and it looks like we've got a Lazy Susan that we're using to do the pan as we're doing the dolly move. That's fine. This is again where you would use the hi-hat. You'd put the hi-hat on the track dolly. Fine, easy, not a problem. Slow. Dude's in a canoe.
Slow.
It's awesome. What is it, like a GoPro? Like, what are they recording with? Yeah, it's a GoPro. It's a tiny little GoPro. That's cool. Can you imagine, like, going to this gym with a canoe or a kayak or whatever that is and being like, yo, we just got to get in the pool just for a quick second. We're just going to do a couple laps. That's totally fine. The lifeguard who's like got a summer job's looking at you like, I guess. All that for a GoPro is kind of funny, though.
You prepared me for this moment. Nothing you did, everything you didn't do, Father. Fuck you, you prickly bush. You don't think I understand the metaphor inherent in the fact that I'm here in this
I mean, the cringiest thing about that, shockingly, was the dialogue, but... Okay, so they're fireman rescue carrying the camera operator. That can't be a smooth shot. Like, why wouldn't you just walk backwards? Like, the camera's at eye level. Like, you could just shoulder walk. Whatever. I'm not watching that again. Oh, they put socks on the bottom of a tripod. And they're using the hardwood to make the slide.
Oh, that's so cool.
I mean, they're stoked on it, so that's good. I mean, yeah, like, again, hardwood floors and socks. Everybody knows if you've been on hardwood floors with socks, you know that they slide really, really well. That would end up with a fine shot. Really, the thing that you worry about most of the time when you're like makeshifting dolly/slide shots is not having a smooth surface, so you're kind of getting some of that micro vibration in there. But like assuming that the hardwood is smooth and there's not like big divots in it, like yeah, you're gonna get a fine shot off of that. That's pretty ingenious though with the socks. Are those fans? Oh, that's dope. Okay, that's such a cool final shot, and I don't know how much money you actually are saving if you have to tape lights to 2 separate fans. I don't know what that costs. I don't know what that would be, but like that's a sweet final shot though. Like, see, this is one of those times. I'm so glad I got to see what it looks like, because if I just saw the first half, I wouldn't understand why we're here or what we're doing. So that's cool. I like that.
3, 2, 1, action.
Green screen. What's this dude with the cardboard doing? Okay, guys, look. Cookies, that's not shitty. Like, I understand we're not actually in an airplane or whatever it is that we're supposed to be doing, but you're not gonna be in an airplane anyway. We're comping it in with green screen. They're clearly in a studio. People use cardboard to make cookies all the time. That is a very standard thing. And if you need light shaping stuff like this, clearly there's some sort of bright HMI light that's sitting outside that hole, which is what's making it look like daytime. Making the move, bringing it down, that's all very normal. Very, like, the Avengers probably isn't doing that, but most other people probably are. That's totally cool. Guys, why? That doesn't even serve a purpose, like, unless you want to just get attacked by birds. Shopping cart. Is that in a trash can? This is an example of like a makeshift dolly or a trackless dolly, but look at the ground. The ground is that tile. There's no way that they're getting a shot that doesn't have that micro vibration in it. Like, it's one thing to have socks on hardwood, but these rigid, rough cart tires, no, that's not gonna look good. It can't. Okay. Poor man's process trailer. Process trailers are what we use to like do interior of car stuff, like where people are driving, they're not actually driving. James Corden knows what I'm talking about. A poor man's process is when we obviously can't afford a camera truck and a trailer and all of the grip and rigging and electric that goes with all of that. And so you have a stationary car, you kind of hide the surroundings, and then you move lights around to make it seem as though there's stuff happening. I just feel bad for the dude who's holding up that 2K, because his hands are absolutely, or his arms are gonna get so tired. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. So this is, yeah, Okay, cool. So this is a slider that has something that's called a flywheel attachment. And a flywheel attachment is a hand crank that would go over one side and it would control the belt as the slider moves. And flywheels are generally used to kind of control tension and torque and get a smoother move out of your slider. So for this, instead of attaching the flywheel, it seems as though they just attached a drill to the end of it and turned it on, so then that way it would control the spinning and they could probably either get it exactly to one speed or to go faster than they would with a standard flywheel. So that's cool. That's great. As long as you're not capturing audio, that's fine.
Watch your back, boys. Watch your back! Oh, that's the end. Another one coming!
What did you think was gonna happen? Wait, these dudes are out in the ocean. Okay, so the guy standing behind the dude who's holding the camera is the guy who's known as the spotter. The spotter is the person that makes sure that the camera doesn't go anywhere or do anything that it's not supposed to do. Like, that's how you don't fall into holes. This is how you make sure that you're staying vertical. It's that person's job, or the other person who's standing behind him, who I'm not sure what they're doing's job, to make sure that where they are is okay. Not a single person here is looking at the wave except for the talent. Does the talent react? Hold on. He does. He kind of reacts. And he's the only one who's left standing because he saw it coming. Oh, my heart is racing. That's about as much of that as I can take. If you liked this video, do me a favor, give it a like. If you want to see more stuff like this, I don't know why you would, but hit subscribe and that bell. And as always, I will see you in the next episode.